Hi, it's been a while since I've updated about my health and stuff, but today is June 10th, and on the 12th, which is Friday this week, I will be getting a G-tube placed because I have lost 50% of my ability to swallow. My esophagus is basically partially paralyzed, so food just sits in my esophagus and doesn't get down into my stomach and my intestines and get absorbed into my body. So I'm losing a lot of weight and I'm having a lot of medical issues. October, day after Halloween, so technically November 1st, I got my appendix out, emergency appendix out, and then I moved the next day, which is not great planning, but you know, life happens. And I am now wheelchair bound. Majority of the time I can use a walker short distances. I use it to get from the car in the parking lot to the upstairs apartment that I live in. Yes, I do still go upstairs. Yes, it is difficult. But my lease is up in November and I'll be moving to a place that's a little more accessible for me. I did just last Tuesday have another surgery. I had a muscle biopsy done on my left thigh to try and test for some more stuff and see if there's anything else that they can find out. I had a spinal tap that did not go very well. The sample was contaminated with red blood cells, so they couldn't get all of the information that they needed, but it also didn't have a lot of information. And then I ended up with a 48-hour CSF leak that landed me in the emergency room with extreme vomiting, vertigo, pain, etc. I had to get a emergency blood patch in the hospital, and then after that I was fine. I've been doing physical therapy twice a week. I stopped because of my surgery last week, and then I can't I'm not released back to start again until after my G-tube surgery is healed. So that should be in a couple weeks maybe. I was doing speech therapy, but she said I'm doing good right now, so we're gonna follow back up after my G-tube to see if anything changes with my speech after my G-tube's placed. I do have a lot of cognitive impairment issues, memory being the majority of it, memory loss, short term. I'll forget what I'm doing from minute to minute. It's like 10-second Tom from 50 First Dates. That's me. So I have to write everything down, but I'm very organized, or I'm trying to be. Because it's the only way you can make this work, is if everything is organized. But I just kind of wanted to document my journey with MS and with what's been going on. The Copaxone medication that I was on, the injections, I ended up going into anaphylactic shock. I was severely allergic to it. So that ended me in the hospital for a couple of days. And then so we switched to a different MS medication. It's a pill. It's called Tecfidera. I'm on 240 milligrams twice a day, one in the morning and one at night. I've been on it for months now, probably more than 6 months. I started it right before Christmas, actually, so it's June, so 7 months that I've been on it, and I've rapidly declined in the last 6 months, so I'm not really thinking that the medication is doing very much. But I did have a consult at UT Southwestern, which is the research hospital in Dallas that's supposed to have a specialized MS clinic and special doctors that only deal with that. And I was not very impressed. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, they had to originally cancel my appointment that had been scheduled months out, because you have to schedule months out. They don't have anything remotely soon to get in, because it's such a specialized clinic. And then the coronavirus pandemic started, so then they canceled it and said they wouldn't be able to see me until possibly July. And then they called back about a month later and told me that they could see me virtually. So I had a video conference with the doctor, was not very impressed. She didn't recommend any kind of treatment, doesn't believe that I have MS, but didn't want to do any further testing. I had to specifically ask for specific testing to be done, like a barium swallow that I had done, and speech therapy. Those were all my requests that she ordered. She didn't order any testing of her own, didn't seem very interested, so I chose to not see her again, because I am happy with my neurologist that I have now, and our treatment plan. So I'm sticking with him. He's amazing. His name is Dr. Harris, and he works for a neurosurgeon that my mother actually works for. So far, the plan is to get my G-tube and get my nutrition back up to a reasonable level, and so my body is more stable. And then once we get that more functioning, then we can possibly try out new, stronger MS medications. Hopefully the muscle biopsy results should come back next week, and they might tell us a little bit more, give us some more info or leads of things to do. Other than that, I have stopped working. I stopped working in March, right when the coronavirus pandemic started, because I am at such high risk, and because I had rapidly deteriorated. That's when I found out I was going to be needing a G-tube relatively soon, and I was full-time in a wheelchair working at a medical office, which was a very high-risk situation for me, so I ended up having to get on disability and unemployment, and I am living at home by myself in my apartment, and not doing very much. Been quarantined for months now. I only leave to go to doctor's appointments and physical therapy, but I'm doing okay, and I'm sticking with the program, and we will, hopefully my G-tube surgery goes well, and everything goes smoothly, and hopefully we get some info back from the muscle biopsy soon to see if there's anything else that can be done. And other than that, that's pretty much all the updates, I think. A little out of order because, you know, MS brain doesn't really track correctly. I just kind of wanted to update, and I want to document the progression of this, and give information for anybody else out there that is going through similar or the same things, because when I've been looking, I have not found anybody anything remotely new or recent from anybody going through things that I'm going through. When I looked for information on like YouTube and stuff, I didn't see any videos about people around my age. I'm 22 years old. I'll be 23 this August. With MS, especially this complicated this soon. So I just kind of wanted to give some information, and once I do get the G-tube placed, I will give an update and show you guys how that goes, and all the ins and outs of having a G-tube, and we'll be learning this together. I do have medical background, so I already do know how to functionally use it, and I've done it on other people, but it's always different when it's on you. So we will see how it goes. But other than that, thanks for tuning in and sticking with me, and I will keep you guys updated once my surgery is done, and I will probably pop in some clips, some pictures or other things of my muscle biopsy surgery that I just had, and I will put up another video after my surgery with what post-op's like, and how I tolerate my feeds and everything. So if you want to know anything about that, stay tuned. And other than that, everybody stay safe, stay home, wash your hands, don't touch people, don't go places you don't need to go. And I just quickly want to address the people that have been very adamant about it being a violation of their rights to have to wear a mask in public. I understand that everybody has a right to do what they want and wear what they want in America. That's part of your rights. But also, your actions affect other people, and especially people like me, people who are immune compromised, who could die from this if they got it. So when you just think about it the next time you go out and think, oh, I don't need to wear a mask, or I don't need to wash my hands, because think about all the other things that you touch and come into contact with on a daily basis that other people might need to touch, and other people might need to come into contact with, and all the other people that you walk around and see during your day. Any one of them could be sick. MS is an invisible illness. You can't see MS on me. You can see now that I'm in a wheelchair, but that doesn't mean anything. That could mean I have a spinal cord injury and that I'm not immune compromised at all. It could mean anything to anybody. But even before I was in a wheelchair, if you saw me on the street, you would never know. But the littlest thing can put me in the hospital and can put me at risk. And it makes a difference when you stop for a minute and think about life from another person's point of view. So just food for thought for people who are opposed to the masks and things for coronavirus. I really don't understand. Just want to end this on a happy note. So I will let you guys know what happens after my surgery, and everybody stay safe, and I will see you soon. Bye.